Okay. Am I live? Can you hear me? Tell me where you're watching from. I love knowing where you guys are watching from. Um, Let me see here. Everything looks good. If you are watching from Facebook or YouTube, please let me know if you can hear. Hola. Hello, hello. New Mexico. I hope you go visit. Hi, Camila. How are you? Insta. Yeah. You're in California, right? Nice. So, guys, today is the raffles. I don't know if you saw the last, it wasn't the last class. Hi, Jenny. Hello. Somebody on the Facebook group asked me to do the how many raffles, right? And so today I decided to make raffles. That's why I'm here. And then just gonna finish the skirt. This is actually a set that I'm working on. Let me show you guys. And then and then I'll show you what I'm gonna do. This is useful for other things too. We're gonna do this on this skirt, but you can do on other pieces just to create volume. British Columbia, yay! Hello. Oh, you're fixing your face, Jane. Great. If you have questions, Jane, guys, if you're in the workshop, this is your chance to ask questions or to say anything. Say something now or never again. You can say something later, but just if you don't know, if you get stuck somewhere, a lot of people did it. Guys, I almost cried yesterday, I swear, because I was looking at the group. I gotta show on Instagram when I have a time. I will share on Instagram the maids that they made on the group. It's so beautiful. A lot of women made pants, not all perfect, but they all accomplished, and I was so happy. It made me so happy to see that it worked. Hi, Marty. Marty made like an amazing piece that was like patchwork. She put it all together. It took like a long time to piece a bunch of shirts together, and then she made this awesome pair of pants. She even added pockets. In pockets, guys, if you wanna, I saw you guys, some of you in the group today being like, "Oh, I have to add pockets." I do have a mini video on the IGTV on how to add pockets. Very simple. You just cut the pockets and sew one on each side of the pants, skirt or something, and then join together. Check it out. It's on IGTV. How to make simple pockets, and add your pants and then make the pants even cooler. And anything, if you have any questions, you guys in the group know I'm trying to like help even people a little late. It's okay to be a little late. To be honest, I haven't made pants yet. I'm nervous. You made a person. Make the pants. Don't be nervous. It's okay. Did you see a lot of people tried and made a mistake and then tried again? Lisa made like 3 pieces so far. She made one that was too tight. Then she made another one that the thing was weird, and she put a piece of lace on top. I love that. And then I think she was trying to make another one. Someone else made a skirt. I was like, oh my God, it's so nice. And then a lot of people did it for children because that process you can do for children as well. And I'm like, it made my day. I was super happy to see. There's still people posting stuff with the pins, and it's nice. Yeah. I practiced with my sewing machine today. Oh, I'm motivating you. That's awesome. Get your sewing machine going. Oh, guys, by the way, tomorrow my course, my like complete course on how to make clothes with a bunch of bonuses opens for enrollment. So I'm just saying, the people who are on my list already email everyone, letting you guys know. But tomorrow early, I'm gonna email everyone who's on the list with the link. There is, if you sign up, it's gonna be open just for a few days. Tomorrow, there's a discount and extra bonus. So I print on fabric. I create a mini course, and that's bonus part of my big course. And so if you want to join and if you want to pay less and get this extra bonus, join it. Okay, there's a bunch of course, there's a bunch of bonuses in the course. It's called Sew an Essential Wardrobe. And I love it because if you see if you check, think of the initials, Sew an Essential, it's so it's awesome. And oh, I've been working so hard to get this course made, and so, all the stuff, I have to write a bunch of stuff. So if you're interested, stay tuned. On Instagram, if you're not on my email list, you can still sign up for the workshop. The videos are gonna go away today, but if you sign up, I will have your email on the list. And either way, we're gonna put a link on the bio tomorrow morning. So, and it's just open for a few days, and I cannot have everyone because it's the first time. Okay, just so you guys know. I just wanna throw this out there. Hi, Chelsea. I'm going to another with your pattern method. Okay, choosing different things and not jeans. Yeah, I think like unless you're using a fabric that's similar to jeans, Chelsea, you it's remember how I said in the workshop, you should always try to work with the same type of fabric when you're doing that system. Okay. In the course, I teach you a better, more accurate way to trace. That one was just like when you want to make something real quick, right? That's not perfect. But when you want to do with pleats, with like some when it's more fit or some more special, then I have another, okay, for pants, for tops, and everything. Don't isn't it and even Lily, so Lily was, in the group before, and she posted yesterday how amazed was to see you guys' projects because she has experience, Lily can sew, she's probably there too, so usually she joins me. I mean, some people are watching the Super Bowl today, right? Guys, I'm Brazilian, I don't like football, okay? I like soccer. So, I'm competing, I'm competitive. But anyway, yeah. I love the workshop. I hope you guys use that for the future. Don't give up. Just try again. If it didn't work, make something new and keep trying. Okay, Chelsea. And if you make the jeans or if you copy from the other pants, please show us. We want to see. All right. So let me show you guys how you make ruffles. So here's the thing. I got this fabric that I thought was very pretty, and you saw the other time. As the third time I work with this, so because it takes time to finish, right? We made so far the waistband, remember that I still have to put the button, I didn't. We put the zipper, and in fact, someone else, uh, who was her name? I just was on the story. She made a similar skirt to the zipper. I was so happy. So, and then I cut this top because I want to make a set. Look, so it's gonna be a two-piece set. And in fact, I have a little extra fabric, and maybe I'll make a hat because this would be like a beach set, right? And so this I'm gonna put on the side because I still have to finish. Look, I have the fabric, like fashion fabric, and then the lining. Look how pretty the lining is, right? So those are the two pieces for my top, and then the skirt. Remember how I told you guys that I wanted to add volume to the skirt because I think it's like too simple like that. So here is the piece. So I had like this big piece, and then how I calculate, and I think I don't know if you joined, but last time when I was making the skirt, what I usually try to figure out when I'm making a ruffle like this is usually I try to double the amount. So I'm gonna put a ruffle on my hem, right, on the hem of the skirt, and so I measured the whole thing, and I forgot how it was a lot. It was like 160 or something inches, and then double because the skirt is I know, I think the total was that. Anyway, I calculated the whole diameter of the whole length of this, and then I need fabric that is twice as much, twice as longer, twice as long. So then I can when you gather, it makes that volume, right? And so it's a little bit of a match. I forgot how much it is, but basically, like you just have to see how much you need, double the amount you need, the amount you have, then you have the number you need, and then you have to calculate for the fabric. So then I just keep folding the fabric in half and see when I achieve that amount or divided by like you have to guess and figure it out. But then I made enough. So I cut the see how those are the salvage, right, of my fabric, and I cut a bunch of pieces like that, and I'm gonna add them together one by one until I have a long strip. It's gonna be like huge, but it's gonna be worth it because it will give volume and some weight to my piece, to my skirt, because the skirt is a little like it's not falling. Well, it's cute, but it's like a little like too flowy. And I feel like when it has those ruffles, it's gonna be heavier and nicer, especially because the whole image with the top, the bra, and the skirt is no, it's like a not much volume in the top and then a lot of volume in the bottom. So that's what I'm gonna do now. And then the first step is, and what I did is like I ripped the fabric. You know how you do that? You just do a little cut and then rip it because when it's woven, it just cuts like a straight line. They do that in fabric stores. You've probably seen that. So let's do it. I hope I have enough thread in my bobbin. So the first step is just so, and I have to be careful here because see how the spring thing on the salvage is too wide. So I have to do this. So otherwise it's gonna show, right? When I should probably cut it, but I might make two pieces because I feel like one long is gonna be too much. So let me count how many I have. One, two, three, 4, 5. Yeah, I have 5. I'm gonna do 3 and 2. Otherwise, it's, like, too much, and it's gonna make me crazy. Hi, Tracy. How are you? Yay. How are you guys? Are you playing something? Tell me. Tell me what you're playing. I'm gonna solve this real fast, okay? It might be a little noisy, sorry. Hello. Thank you for joining me. I think, like, I don't know if Camila is still there, but in California, it's too early, right? It's like 5 o'clock, 5 something. You wanna make a skirt? Make a skirt. The skirt is the easiest piece you can possibly make. I mean, unless you have a special design that you're in mind, like something special, but if you just wanna make a simple skirt, you're all set. Get a piece of fabric, a piece of elastic. The other day, I saw YouTube that the guy has he makes a challenge of making a garment in 10 minutes. I kinda wanna do that, see if I'm able to. I think a skirt I can make in 10 minutes. Marty, I'm going to make patchwork and linen tea towels. Yeah, do that. Oh, that would be amazing. Do that. I've done that when I was in the Amazon, and I made this dress out of linen shirts. My Instagram, if you go back like a couple years ago, and then the leftover I made out of I made like kitchen towels because there they don't have anything very quality, and it was the only linen that I could use. And then I made a little. I still have it. I pieced out like I put together 3 scraps and the kitchen towel. I know, 10 minutes. I'm gonna try it. I'm not gonna do live, but I'll put video and then, see if I can make it, without editing or nothing. But the guy makes a dress, it's awesome. He's like a drag, and then he dress up with the dress afterwards, it's awesome. I forgot his name, I wish I okay, so I think I'm good, Or should I do I'm just gonna add them all together. I'm not scared. Those are the times that I wish I had a huge table. Someday. You guys who are in cities that you have room, like large houses, large working space, be grateful because see, the size is not very let's see. This takes time, but it's fun. It's easy. Tracy, the lady at Patina Farms doesn't hem her skirts. Doesn't hem? I mean, I can't blame you. I can't blame her. She's probably late. But it's her she won't do it because it's her style or because she's lazy, Tracy? Oh, no problem. If you say you said thank you for my tips. My pleasure. Oh, it's style. Okay, then it's like rocket. You know, some companies do that. I've done that before, but then as I said the last time I think I was live, I like to because I sell stuff, and then I want to have people being able to wash the stuff. And if you don't hem, if it's like raw, when you wash it, you know what happens. Then it has to be dry cleaning, and not everyone has a good dry cleaner. Opa, see, something happened here, guys. See, I think I have to change the needle of this machine. It's not very. I'm adding ruffles to my skirt. I made this like ruffle skirt, circle skirt. The video is even up there if you want to watch. And then now I'm adding the ruffles to the bottom. Okay, so now I'm gonna trim this those stitches I just did because they're too much. So I added all the panels together. Hi, Chloe. You have to go to bed soon, huh, Chloe? And now I'm cutting with the pinking shear, so it's easy for me to finish this. I don't have to zigzag. At least I chose to do that. Usually when I'm live, I don't zigzag much because it takes too long, guys. But maybe someday. It's late. What time is it there? What part of France do you live? I've been to France, to the south. My friend has a house there in Saint-Yos. You know, the beach is like a surf beach in Paris. I can't wait to go back. They have this great farm. Her husband is an architect and she's interior decorator. Oh, I have to check her out. Chloe is different. Normandy. Oh, Chloe here on Instagram, Tracy. I like how I'm talking to you guys. You're all over. Yeah, but I want to check out this lady with she doesn't hem the stuff. All right, so somehow I cut the panels in a different way. My ripping process wasn't very friendly. So now I'm gonna just press open my seams. And for you guys, because I saw some ladies like, "Vanya, please keep the videos, the workshop videos on." I can't keep the videos on because when I say one thing, I have to keep my word. But what you do, you still can watch it. Look, it's 8:20 here, 8:20 something, and you can it's gonna be up for at least more 3.5 hours. You can watch it and take notes because it's not so hard, okay? And if you have questions, you can always ask in the group, and I'll respond to your questions later. But tomorrow my course opens up, and I have to take care of that. It's a lot. Join me, join the course. Be on the lookout for my email tomorrow and my and the Instagram. Okay, guys. Woohoo. So I'm opening the seam, and then I'm gonna do the gathering. But look, there is a problem here. So I'm gonna have to reduce the length of all the panels because I cut one smaller, or maybe that one wasn't supposed to be here. I did that a couple days ago, and I don't remember. I should have written a note. We respect your time and everything. Super. Oh, thank you, Nicole. Thank you, thank you, thank you. No, and also, like, if I leave that workshop app forever, you guys are never gonna take it. You think I don't know you? Are you making, for instance, I do these lives every week. Are you just watching them or are you making things too? Because there's a lot of ideas that you can just use it. Am I right? Am I right? Right? I know because you do the same. You think I don't watch a bunch of videos? I watch, I love, and then I'm like, but I do stuff like a lot of my drawings and watercolors, do prints, watercolors, things like that. Is usually from YouTube or things. Even that um, jelly plate. I don't know if you guys saw the other day. I was talking about it. That I started doing prints with it. It was from a YouTube thing I saw, and I'm like, I'm gonna go, and then went and got all the stuff and printed a bunch of stuff. So put in practice. Thank you, Adriana. Tomorrow, watch for the email because I made a video and everything, and then all the details are gonna be there. Um, what happens when you don't open the seam? I'm new to all this. I ask questions. I love questions. Otherwise, I'm here alone talking to myself. Uh, why I opened it? Because it looks better. And I did see on the group people who made some stuff and didn't iron much, and I was like, you gotta iron it. When you iron it, it just, I unfortunately I already did, but wait, and then I'll show you the difference between when it's not ironed and when it is. Every step of the sewing you have to press. It's like you sew, you press, you sew, you press. That's what makes it look good at the end. I am making an old pair of jeans into a skirt right now. Oh, that's awesome. I've had these jeans apart for like 2 months and finally got the courage to motivation to sew with the help of you and your video. See, thank you. Thank you so much. Please show me when you finish because then I feel like it was worth it. Okay, guys, I think okay, so I'm just like lining up this edge. And for you guys on Facebook, I can put the overhead. It's a little dark there, but oh, this camera is not doing well. No, never mind. Look, it's, like, slow. Alright. The other day there was a video I shot the other day and it was, like, so slow, and I think the camera has an issue or something, I don't know. So I lined up this side because this one is wonky, so I'm just gonna trim it and hope for the best. If anything, later on, I'll try the skirt and measure like old school. You know how they use I used to have a vintage skirt measure thing that go on the floor and it's like a ruler that sticks up like that, and then you just the woman would stand and then you mark the skirt according to the ruler. And I do that on the wall. Okay, so but then to avoid having to do that, I'm just gonna trim it here. And I'm pretty sure it's not gonna be straight, but it is what it is what it is. What kind of material? That's cotton. Um, that's 100% cotton that I got at the thrift store a couple weeks ago, and they had, like, this big yardage, so I just bought it all. It was not very expensive. Okay, so then I imagine they're all the same length now, and then I'm going to do the gathering. Remember how I do the gathering? I put the yarn on the edge, zigzag over it, and then pull the yarn. So that's my process now. Yeah, this is beautiful. It was just it's such a good find because it's light and those colors. It's flowers, but when you like the top that I'm making for you, look, it kind of looks like abstract a little bit, right? I love it. So then I put a wide zigzag. Thank you, Tracy. I love it too. I got another. What was? I got another piece, but then I don't know. I forgot now. I have too much stuff. I was going through my fabric today. You guys saw my post. I have too much fabric. You bought yourself, Chloe. I bought myself a brand new pair of heavy sewing scissors. Oh, that's good. The other day, my first real scissors investment. That wasn't secondhand. Yeah, certain things you have to invest, right? Because otherwise, it's just you like waste time, and it's not working. Although, like, I have a pair of pinking that I got at a vintage shop in Brooklyn, and it's great. It works. It's very old, but it works. The top, I can show how I made the top, but that's a vintage pattern, so it's not like I can, show you. You can make that pattern, but it's like kind of crazy. But I can show you. Okay, so I'm gonna zigzag this, and it's like many inches. So here we go. I have a big question with my pants. Okay. Oh, I saw that. I should. I didn't realize the pants gather at the top, so I didn't stretch it out. Now I've made some really nice legs, but I have no clue how to fix a nice waistband. Is there a good way to make a nice waistband? from the pants. You can definitely yeah, so waistband can be part of the same fabric or it can be an extra part. It's a thing, really, Jane. And so you can cut it there where it's tight, and then you cut a piece of fabric. So you cut like a strip of fabric, and then you fold in half, right? Iron it, fold it long ways like that, and then put the elastic and make the circle thing, and then attach to the skirt. I showed somebody in the group. I can tag you there. I took a picture. How you this was how I explained. Look, I'm glad I have it. So then you fold the thing in four, and the waistband, right? Suppose this is your waistband. You haven't attached to the pants yet. You mark the 4 points, and then that goes has to match with the four parts of the four seams on your pants: center front, center back, side seam, and the other side seam. That's how you attach it. Super Bowl, okay. I just realized it was a Super Bowl. I'm like, "Ah." Basting stitch. Oh, Tracy, which what are you talking about? The waistband or the for a beginner, I feel basting is good, but you have experience, right, Tracy? Can you do again how gonna do the pants? I might do later, but then, this was a workshop that was a warm up for my course open tomorrow. And I might do this again, but it should be something else then. But maybe we'll do it. I'll keep that in mind. I kind of want to make skirts next time. You are safe, Jane. Don't worry. And I posted that picture in the group. You can look, and I explained to somebody else how she could make that. This is a lot of length. And that's one part when I attach this to my skirt, I'm gonna do a finishing because then it's too much extra stuff hanging out. I'll show you guys. We'll give a free class on how to make shirts. I possibly, yes, in the future, maybe. I do have a challenge how to make a shirt that I might open up eventually. I'm not sure it's gonna be free, that challenge, but it'll be cheaper than my course because the course has a lot of stuff. For the shirt, I do the same process as the pants, but then it's a 5-day challenge. It'll be like a low ticket. I broke a thread and I had to redo it more than once. Oh, Sandy. Oh, yeah. Jesus, I don't think I ever gathered that amount. I feel like I'm in a gone with the wind, making a dress from others. I'm about guys, I'm working the page of the course too, so give me tomorrow. I know you wanna know how much, but look, I swear it's in a few hours, like in 12 hours, I'll have everything, even less. 7 a.m. EST, I'll send out the email. and post on Instagram, I promise. And then I made a video, you can watch the video, I explain everything that's included. I promise it'll be fun and you're gonna like it, okay? Because I created the discounts for tomorrow, and then I'm doing the price and I have to change everything, it's crazy. So but it is worth signing up tomorrow because the discount and the extra bonus is the printing shop, and I'm telling you, and it's just tomorrow. After tomorrow, go to the regular price. Just saying. See my thread, my bottom thread. I might have an extra one. I have to fill it up. Let's see. I need to buy more bobbins. Yeah, I'll have to fill this. It's okay, right? You guys are not in a rush. I'm just zigzagging over the yarn. Exactly that, Tracy. But then and that's a good thing. You know, when you're gathering with just the thread and then the thread runs out, the bottom thread, then you're done because you have to tighten whatever, right? Not that there's a ways to do it, but then it's hard. This way, it's okay. You just go over it because the thread is still there, the yarn. That's why I like the system. Besides being so much faster, right? There it is. All right. Thank you for your patience. Crochet cotton. That's exactly what I'm doing. Yeah. Uh, look, it's like this crochet. It's a big one, but I call it yarn, but I didn't, in my country they call linha, it's thread. So it's a crochet thread for crochet. But here, if you say thread, I feel like they think it's thread, and then that's why I call yarn. But I've done with wool yarn, like acrylic yarn for knitting, and depends on how wide your machine can do zigzag. This one, for instance, my industrial, her zigzag is not very wide, so it's a little difficult if the yarn is too thick. It's not totally. It has to click, this thing, when you put it under there. There it is. Now it's good. Okay, back in business. Look, the yarn also, I cut it. So I can just tie it together. It is cotton. You can see how it gets. This is a bit old. I got it at the thrift store because I just went it for this purpose, and it was like, oh, I'll just get a little. I use a very small millimeter cording. Oh, that's good. I used to make a lot of dresses for my daughter. Oh, that's nice. I do a lot of gathering. Oh, this is not gonna work. You know what? I'm gonna leave this one here and then start a new one, and that works. So, because I broke it, so I'm gonna continue with another one, but open, not tight together, and then it goes. Yeah, last year, the last couple of seasons, the trains are really like this volume, puffy sleeves, and a lot of volume. So it gets a little. I'm always gathering, gathering, gathering. And customers, they don't always know how like much work goes into making stuff like that, and they think it's. And then H&M makes like cheap dresses with a lot of gathering. They think, ah, this should be $30, you know. Who else is watching the Super Bowl at the same time? One time they invited me to go to a Super Bowl party, and I did, and I'm like, "Great, okay, I don't like it, but I'll go." And then no one is watching the Super Bowl, they just watch the commercials. When we watch soccer, we watch the game. I have not made no clothing yet, but from your classes, I've been learning. Oh, that's nice, how to fix clothing. That's good. Except I get annoyed when my thread gets stuck. I know, trust me, you're not alone. And you always get stuck. It's one of those things. It's always gonna get stuck, and you have to figure it out. But you learn certain things. That one was getting stuck, and I'm like, "A Bernina cannot get stuck. There's something wrong." And then the tension of the bobbin was a tiny bit too tight, and then I just moved like tiny, tiny, and then fixed the problem. And the more you practice, the easiest things get, like everything in life. The beginning is hard, and then you keep going. And that's why I encourage you guys to do that's why I made the workshop and everything, because when you finish something, you feel encouraged to move on and make more. That's why I don't encourage you to start with a complicated project, because then you're gonna be there like, "Oh, I never finish," and then you never move on. It's like it just creates trauma. So make it the most simple thing, and then you learn about the machine, you feel it, there's a vibe between you and the machine. It's true. One of our patients was heading to the Super Bowl with a new strain. Oh, a COVID sniffing dog. Oh my god. But don't the dogs transmit COVID? Oh, you took a break, Marty. Well, now we know what to look for when I keep having the issues. Yeah, look for that. Look for the needle. It's usually tension or bad threading or the needle. Okay, approaching the end. Yay. All right, so now it's time to gather. So I just need to remember this part that my yarn is kind of broken. See, I should have done in two parts. This is too much, but okay. And I'm gonna just touch them here so I don't lose track. And then I'm gonna fold my entire thing in two. So because the skirt has front and back, and I just need it to be balanced. So I don't have a good, vision of that. Hi, S-Rain. I'm just so far I was just, gathering, like, adding the thread here to gather this piece, but look, it's huge. I was sewing zigzag. I zigzag over the crochet thread, and then I pull the thread, you see. Now it's the time to put. I'm just folding in half so I know it's back and front. This is gonna go to the hem of my skirt. That circle skirt we made last week or the beginning of this week or something. Look like that. Okay, so I know now that I have 2 parts, and I'm gonna start gathering, just pulling a ton of it might be too much. We'll see. But that's what makes it cool. If you try to make this with a little fabric, it looks a little, you know. And if it's too much, I just, trim it, right? I think it'll be cool. It's I know I am a little lost, Chloe, but I'll find myself. You guys see, tomorrow I'm gonna post this on Instagram and you see how it's worth doing this because it's so pretty. It's romantic. Let me do the other side now. And now this yarn you can trim so it's not on my way here. And if you're really a recycler, you even save this yarn. Right? I think so here's where I had cut the yarn. So then I have this mending part right here. And that's more or less. I think this by now is even smaller because the skirt, the circumference of my skirt is pretty big. You know, it's full circle. Look, let me grab the skirt. You see, it could be a bad skirt. That's true. Look, yeah, the skirt has way more, so I have to open up now. I actually pulled too much. Just do a knot here so it doesn't lose. Kind of a crazy project. It's worth it. Don't you have any kind of rule? Like 2 or 3 times the yeah, I do it twice. I was saying that in the beginning, but then, it's double, right? But when it's too big, it's too crazy. I usually do, double at least. If it's very thin, like a very thin silk, I do more than 2, if I have enough, obviously. And if I don't have enough, I don't do it because it's ugly. I think I like a it looks cheap if it's a little, just a little gathering. It's like yeah, ruffles are in, the more the better. Exactly, they like the volume. And fine, I'll give volume. So now I'm just trying to, make it even a little, because honestly, like, Since it was I made it smaller than the skirt all of a sudden, now I have to redo it. That's the thing, this technique. You just pull it, you can do it like at once, and then you all of a sudden it's too much. Right, Marty, I think it's gonna be pretty too, I'm excited. It's like I don't know if you fit in the frame. Okay, I think now it's good. Let's see. No, there's 3 feet, and because I did this, gathering, gathering. Do you guys do gathering? Have you tried? Tell me. What did you do for? You added to, uh you can do like the peplum. I used to do a lot at my store, this recycling that's like get a silk shirt and the sleeves become the the ruffles. You crop it and then make ruffles for this part here. It's pretty cute. A great upcycle. It's like quick and cute to make. Let's see now. Come on, now it should be good. You never done? Yeah, do a little. You can try a little piece so then you don't go crazy like I am right now. But it's fun. Look, I think I can start attaching. Let me add this. Like this circle skirt is infinitum, endless. Never done gathering except by accident. Oh, I know. I was beginning. Sorry, can you explain what you used to? I do the gather. Look, I put the yarn there, zigzag over it, and when I pull the yarn, the fabric gathers. And so this machine came with a foot for gathering, and I tried, but it doesn't gather a lot like I like it. So, but I feel like if you just want to do a little bit for like ease, sleeve ease or something, it's good. Or maybe if you do twice, if you run it twice, it might be. And it won't do in thick fabrics. It has to be like lightweight to medium weight, mostly lightweight. I found a picture frame as a thrift store last week. There was floral fabric ruffle. Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah, I love florals. I can't wait for summer. Like a mix of different fall. You were in the workshop, right? Did you see the fabrics? That cotton fabric that I showed that is different, very light. It's vintage. I got here in Vermont. It's so beautiful, and there's a bunch of florals. Okay, guys, I'm just gonna start sewing there, and we'll see. Because I feel like the other edge has a lot of more gathering, or has enough. If I have to spread a little more, and I'll like keep spreading as I go. So I'm gonna start from the um from the seam, there's only one seam, right? Because it was like a side seam, a back seam that I made. And I'm gonna do right sides together and start sewing this here. Just attaching them together. Then I'm for that straight stitch, not zigzag anymore. Oh, tiered skirts, those are beautiful. I made, my friend Heather, my customer, we became friends, but she bought the because I don't, I don't do many tiered skirts because it takes too much time. And I made one when I was excited, and she was like, "I need that," so she got it. It was a beautiful vintage cotton that I also got at a yard sale in upstate New York a couple years ago, and then I had a bunch of yardage, and I thought, "Isn't it right? This method is great." I learned from someone on my page on Facebook. Really, I used to do the other way, and it's like, oh god. That's why the online sewing community is so cool because we share. And isn't it sewing so cool that it's the same stuff from like 100 years ago, right? It's timeless. Okay, guys, wish me luck. Oh, that's cool. What's EC though? I don't know. Homeschooling or I saw we were like driving around here the other day. That was a while ago. But then we found a bookstore. Me and Rob love old books. And then we went to this bookstore and then I saw the sewing section. Oh, economics. Okay. Home economics. And then we saw this bookstore and I was like, okay, where's the sewing section? And I went to see the sewing section. And Vermont, there's a lot of old stuff because like New England is old stuff. And then there's this very old book. The book is, I think, from it was 100-year old at least, from 20, something like that. And it was all written. There was no image. Imagine following sewing instructions with no image. It was like sew to the corner, then cut to the right. It was like, and then imagine if I went back in time and I started sewing, showing those ladies, look, this is how you do. So when you're working with gathering stuff, this is the part that takes time too. I mean, everything takes time, but this is because you have to watch, make sure it's all nice spread out, and don't break your needle because it's a little volume. Mhm. So now I'm in Vermont. I live in New York. We still live in New York, but we came for the pandemic. We came to Vermont, central Vermont. And this book I saw, I think it was northern Vermont. It was closer to Canada. It's cold here. Where do you live? I picked up sewing again after 30 years. Oh, that sounds awesome. Right, everything is the same. I see my mom's book studies, and it's the same. Digital parents are cool, right? The internet changed everything. I love it. Now there are digital courses like mine that opens tomorrow, guys. Let me do my merch. Stay tuned. Back in the day, sewing all of those big dresses with aprons. Exactly. You see that video on our page, in our, group, that the lady has, like, a bunch of layers. I couldn't do that. I would probably be a rebel and then, like, do some different and be like, "Oh, people would hate me or something." Following rules is not much my thing. Let's see if this is gonna work. It's always good to check, right? Because the thing is, at this point, if the ruffles are too long, I just crop. I could just cut it, but they have to be at least the same length. Mhm. Yeah, it's a little short. Oh, okay, so I just have to keep, um, spreading okay, my ruffle, giving slacks. Oh, hi, Lisa. I was talking about you. How did you do your third piece? I'm doing remember how I made that skirt last week or this week, I don't know, the circle skirt? I'm adding ruffles to the hem, and I already ruffled everything, and now I'm just attaching it. But it's huge, so it's a lot of yardage and craziness. Now this one, it was where my pin broke, so I'm gonna cut it to give more spreading there. And at this point, I'm doing like my yarn run out a little here. It's just a little part of it. I'm just using by hand because that's where I broke it. Lisa is still working on it. All right, please show us. I like the lace. And did you, Lisa? I have a question. Be honest. Did you iron everything as you did the lace, those pajama ones? Regarding the yarn, why choose yarn versus elastic thread? Um, because I think you have more control. I never tried with elastic thread. I guess you could, but then you might already got it before you even think about it. So I feel like this way I can control better. Frio, frio, mucho frio. Oh, you did iron. Okay, great. Oh, because I'm like this, yeah. There are some parts it's probably because there's a sheet and it's probably not a cotton. Because your linen ones look pretty well finished, and I think you ironed it. Oh, Tânia, you gotta costura. How big how big you took the ruffle the hem of your round skirt? Faz, Tânia, it's fun. Pelo menos te deixa ocupada. What do you do for work, Tânia, in Canada? So you asked you I forgot your name, but, Indy, the answer to your question is, I usually try to double the amount of fabric, so I have a length for the skirt, and I double for the ruffle. If it's very thin fabric, I do more than double. I think I'm halfway through, guys. It's getting a little late, right? I'm hungry. Alright, no problem. Oh, I'm so hungry and I don't have any snacks. And this thing of, like, eating a omelet every day, we're so bored, me and Rob. It's like, the same food. Oh, you know. I'm great at sewing, but I'm not good at cooking. I mean, my food tastes good, but it's not my passion, so it's always like, ugh, Rob makes more food and better food. We gotta get going. He's yelling. I do, right? I should put one here. Trabalho muito pequena empresa de costura aqui. Ah, você é costureira, que maravilha, Tânia. Sorry guys, I had to speak Portuguese. Wow! See, Brazilians are great seamstresses. And they pay way better here, right, Tânia? I bet. Than in Brazil. Poor seamstresses in Brazil, they don't make money. And they are so talented. Chloe, I'm gonna finish. Don't sleep. Don't sleep. Yeah, I think, guys, I have a problem. Let me see if I can fix it because I have to spread more, but my yarn. Remember how I cut the yarn? I shouldn't have. Let's see if today I cut out 285 inches squares per quilt. Oh, you're so patient. I'm a granddaughter. Tomorrow I'm going to cut my pants out. Okay, you were brave. My mom is making that quilt I posted the other day on Instagram, and she's like, "I cut 20 more." She's bored, but she finished that part. Quilters are very patient. It's not my thing. I can't do things that take too long. So this is not gonna work. I have to redo it, guys. Eep, but it's okay. It's okay. That's what it is. It's just this project's a little uh what do you call extravagant. I do miss Brazil like crazy. I usually go to Brazil every year, but have you heard how Brazil is right now with the COVID, with the government, like falling apart, and so I can't go there right now. But I love it. There's no place like my country. I'm sorry. It's really, really, really good. Fun. Everyone's amazing. It's beautiful. It's warm. We're very creative, very friendly. They will sleep on the floor and let you sleep on their bed. Okay, so here's what's going on. The thing came undone because I cut the yarn too soon. So I'm gonna show you guys how it's looking so far, and then I'll finish later and I'll explain what's going on. Okay? Because I really want to go eat. I'll be live. So I'm promoting my course like crazy this week, and I'll be live like every day. Okay, be just to be aware of that, and then I can show you a bunch of things. And if you want to be like, Vanya, how do you do this? I'll show for you. Okay. And so here it is. But you can, and then I'll finish the skirt tomorrow and post on the feed, and you can see the whole thing. But this is pretty much what's gonna look like. Look, cool, huh? It's what see, it's worth putting all this weight because then it's it's heavy. Look, but then part of the yarn came undone, and I have to redo it. That's why I'm not gonna stay here. But what I'm gonna do is just I'm gonna gather. I'll probably have another part there that was gonna be a hat, but okay, there's no hat anymore. So I'm gonna add an extra, even more length, and then gather to finish this part of the skirt that's missing. Look, and then I'll hem it, and then I will yeah, and then hem. Make sure the length is all correct. Right? Do that. The thing I how I do that, I just put in the mannequin or put on somebody, and then measure from the floor, and then cut it and make the right length, and then the top. If I have time tomorrow, I'll finish the top and then show it to you guys. Look, Woo. I think it'd be cool, right? Woohoo! A classmate lived there. Oh, in Brazil, yeah, it's beautiful. Thank you, Chloe, for staying with me. I'm gonna keep mine short, but thanks. Okay, yeah, keep it short. If every time is different. I make like one of a kind, so whatever fabric I have, it's the thing at that time. And the dresses that I make, the patchwork, I like to put ruffles, and then depends on the material I have at the time. But the tip is always have volume because the volume makes the beauty, the nice part. The seam, I don't iron the seam because then if it gets flat, so I don't. Now, good. I'm glad you asked. I will probably put on the serger in this case because it's a lot. But you could do a bias tape, or let's say I didn't have a serger here. I would trim with the scissors and then zigzag. It doesn't look pretty, in this case because it's too much. But then it's better than not having any finishing. And then I do not iron here because I like this. I'll just press a little bit like that, but I like this volume. So then I don't iron. I'm gonna iron the hem very well. I just do like a half an inch hem and then iron. And then it's gonna take me 5 days to iron this because it's a lot. It's many, many yards. So all right, guys. Thank you very much. And I'll see you guys tomorrow if you're around. I might come up in the day as well. Tell all your friends that my course is gonna open tomorrow. And tomorrow is the best day to sign up because there's discount and there's an extra bonus, the printing, okay? And the course itself has a lot of bonuses, so just be, tuned, and I'll post the link tomorrow. You can watch the video and make a decision. Alright, guys? Thank you. You guys on Facebook, the girls in the group, thank you so much. You made my day, like, seeing all the things you made, and keep posting if you haven't finished yet. Post. I can't wait to see you. Alright? Have a wonderful night. I'll see you soon.